Welcome back, boys and girls, moms and dads, brothers and sisters, babies. Can you guys hear us? Give us a little thumbs up. Let's make sure that we're heard. Make sure you guys are watching.
They're ready. They can hear us.
We're going to warm up. We're going to move around a little bit. While we do, I want to know, parents, start entering the foods. I want to know the new food we had this week. Not the same one as last week. Because once you try it once and you try it a second time, third time, that's necessary in order to build the comfort and the relationship with the food. Right? So once it's in the pipeline, let's make sure we have at least 5 times that you mess with that new food. But today, I want to hear about new foods that you tried this week. Kids, tell your parents. Yell it out to your parents. Parents, someone, enter it so we can talk about some new foods today that we're trying to learn to like. And while we do that, let's do some warm-ups. Hidon, which ones can we do? Let's do them together. We're going to do them together, and you guys do them together as home. And well, you guys can do all of these by yourselves. So Hidon, walk us through some of these.
Did we rock yet?
No, let's rock.
Let's all rock like this. Forward, push off your feet, rock back, keep your chin tucked, and rock. And rock. And rock. And then maybe you can push off your feet and do a little turn. So now we get a little angle. So as you sit up, you push off your feet and you turn. Turn. And then the other direction.
Everyone's doing it.
Rock. And why would we do this? Because maybe somebody's standing over us and we're about to stand up in base, but then they come close, we rock back. But then they move around us, so we rock, we turn like this. And we keep our feet between us and the bully. And then when the time is right, we get up in base. We fold one leg in, put both hands on the ground to the side of the down leg, and we get up in base. Put our hands back down, fold your legs back in. And now we can put our knees up like this and switch sides. Other leg folded under, both hands on the ground, base. And now we can do this. Cockroach.
Yep.
One direction. No elbows and no feet. And now we can both go the other direction. Okay, now we can go to the left. Let's go to one side. Your guys is right. We'll go this way. A little bit that way. And then a little bit the other way.
Side to side, side to side.
Good. And now let's do the shrimp.
Yes.
So the shrimp, remember we're down. One leg is straight, foot down. And we move our hips. Up. And bring our hips back. And then we switch legs. And then we hip and back. Good, and we can rock up like that. Use your leg to help you rock up. And what else do we have? Backwards rolls and forward rolls. So I'm going to look over this shoulder and roll. And if I want to go forward, I put my leg up, sit up tall like this, and then the opposite hand. So one leg is up, opposite hand goes through, and I roll.
Okay. My turn.
Hands out. I look towards my hand over here. And if I have a little trouble, I can sit up, and then I can use the momentum. I push back, boom, and go.
And then leg up, opposite hand goes through. You can even put your hand down to stabilize. Boom.
Nice. And now check this out. That rock from earlier.
Yes.
Let's add this motion as we rock. Let's fold our leg underneath and go up on our shin like this. So we rock back, and you fold one leg under, and with no hands, you rock up on your shin. If the forward foot is too close, it's a little difficult to get up. So putting that foot forward and having some space between the folded leg and the posted foot, it's easier to rock up. So I go back, switch legs, shin is tucked, and then using my hands, I kind of lean forward and get up without my hands going on the mat. One more time for each side. Rock. So that is useful if we do, for example, the forward roll. Look, if I roll, sometimes my legs fold and then I get up. And my hand touched the ground a little bit right there, but I didn't really need to. It just
My turn. I'm tucking, I'm diving in, and the legs fold. You guys want to try that? You guys try it. I'll try again. Leg up. Roll through. Put your hand down carefully. And then you fold the legs, and you get up. And if you do it from standing, you put one foot forward, put the other hand down, and then you just reach for your back foot with the opposite hand. And you land the exact same way. One foot forward, opposite hand down, and then with the other hand, I reach, and almost like I'm trying to touch my back leg, but my leg goes up in the air as I do.
oh, it's like ninja training.
Epic. What kind of foods do we got? That's the question. Evandro, do we have any foods? Anybody put any foods yet? Nobody's trying new foods.
I wonder if they have any foods that they think that we should try that we haven't tried.
That's a good question. Well, they should.
When they're listing all the things that they have tried, I'm telling myself, okay, I've had it, check, check, check. I haven't really heard too many that I haven't tried yet. Have you heard one?
I want to hear some. I want to hear some, and I'll tell you if I haven't tried them yet, and I'll be honest about it. And if I haven't, I want some ideas. So kids, let's hear some new foods. Who's tried something new in the last week? And while we're getting more ideas of understanding those over, let's talk about manners today, right? And manners, very interesting, because what do you think about that?
I think that manners is something that is passed down. My children are learning good manners from the manners that I display when I'm at a friend's house, when I'm out at a restaurant, when I'm out in public. And there's also even manners, right? Even with how I interact with them.
Right.
Manners and respect, kind of, right?
Right.
It mix a little bit. So I think that, some very basic examples of manners are, saying excuse me.
Please.
Right? Please.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. When you want to leave the table, sometimes we're eating and one person wants to leave the table. May I leave the table? Just talking, just communicating that you want to leave and you're not eating anymore, versus just getting up and walking away.
So manners, in many ways, is consideration for other people, right? And in that sense, it is very much kind of intertwined with respect. And I think it has this connotation of being, manners a lot of times at the dinner table, and manners of please and thank you, and it kind of surrounds that family environment, but it extends beyond that. If you're at jiu-jitsu class and you are, right?
You have a question,
right? Quietly sitting up straight, listening to the teacher while they're talking. If someone else next to you is making noise while the teacher's talking, right? And that's something I did a lot in school. When I was in high school.
You made noise while the kids were talking? While the teacher was talking, you made noise?
No, when the kids were making noise, I would say, hey, let's listen. And I would So I tried to not just have good manners, but I tried to almost enforce good manners.
He was the manners police.
When some kids didn't have good manners, and I just felt like, out of respect for the teacher, we have a teacher here who is giving his or her time to teach these kids, whether it be math or science or English or whatever it might be, and we're over here, and I'm trying to focus, and the teacher's trying to teach, and this person's making noise and not paying attention and messing with someone else, right? I could say, well, it's not my responsibility. The teacher's got to deal with him separately. But I don't know why I felt empowered to say, hey, you guys, let's be quiet, let's listen up. Not to mention, I knew that if I was the one who was always keeping the respect alive in the room for the teacher, that when she was grading my tests and my papers, she was going to look at them and she's going to say, yeah, A+.
89, let's make it a 90.
And trust me, it worked, okay? Straight A's all the way through, because I think I just had a really good relationship with my teachers, with other students, and it just worked. And like Hidon said, it's a mutual thing. Manners, you give manners, you get manners. You get good manners from people. It's a respect one way, you get respect the other way. And
when it came to school, did you almost even feel like those kids that were speaking, they were interrupting your learning experience?
right.
Right? So it was about respecting the teacher, but it was also about respecting you.
Right.
And their lack of manners for the learning environment was affecting your ability to even hear the lesson.
Right.
So you kind of wanted his good grade, so he said, hey, let's listen to her.
Let's listen up. And
Let's listen to the teacher. But he meant like, be quiet so I can hear what is being taught.
as well. Now here's what's crazy, kids, is that a lot of times people think manners are limited to kids, but they're not. Adults need better manners as well. And what we often explain to people is that me and Hiron are two people who certify instructors of jiu-jitsu. We teach teachers how to teach jiu-jitsu. And one thing we tell them is say, guys, be careful with the type of language you use. Because if you always use bad words, right, and you don't have very clean, professional, respectful communication style, and you're using profanity and bad words that you shouldn't be using, right, you might think it's okay, but people who are listening to you might not want to be around you. They might go, man, that guy, the way he communicates, the way that he or she acts, I don't want to be around them. I don't want my family around them. I don't want to be around them. I don't want them to come to dinner at my house. Do you understand? And they'll never tell you this. People won't tell you that they don't want to be around you because you have no respect in communication or in your personal habits. They won't tell you. Or you have no manners. They won't tell you. You're not invited to dinner. So the question is, how many dinner tables do you want to qualify for in your life? How many houses do you want to be welcome into? And I think how you carry yourself in your everyday life, people are always making assessments saying, yeah, I like the way he or she carries herself. And certainly, Johnny can come over and have dinner with the family because they're a well-mannered individual. And not that you should live your life focusing on pleasing other people. You should live your life the way you want to live your life. But if how you communicate and how you act and how you interact with other people will determine what parties you're invited to, what houses, what dinner tables you're invited at, I think it's worth considering how to interact more effectively. Because I would like to have you guys over for dinner one day. Or acai one day. But you gotta, please, thank you, take your dishes to the sink, you know? Clean language. We got kids, we got little babies around the house. I think we can get into some
Knee slice?
guard pass is fun, yes. Some guard passing concepts are fun. We talked about guard bottom. Now let's talk about when we have a kid who's on the top. So Hiron is inside my guard, and I'm here, and I'm holding on to him here like, holding him down, right? What can he do to get past my legs? Because if my legs are wrapped around his body, right, he can't step over, he can't mount on me, he's stuck. But he would like to, he just can't, he's trapped. So, especially if I'm holding his head down low, what can Hiron do to free himself and to also get past my legs, past my guard? Okay, so check it out. First thing, watch what he's gonna do. Boom. And I'm gonna try to pull him back down right here. And look at how he keeps a great posture on my body. Hand near my hips, hand near my stomach. I'm trying to pull him down right now. So person on the bottom, partner on the bottom, parent or siblings or friend. Try here, I want you to try to pull them down and see if they can keep a really good posture. Look, I can't bring him down. He has good posture, my feet are crossed, but he's trapping me right here. And then at this point, what he can do is keep pushing on my hips, bring your knee inside, and start stretching my guard a little bit. See what happens.
So bring my knee to your tailbone.
Yes, check this out.
So this knee goes right in the center of the tailbone, and then my back arches back. And especially when I keep his hips in place, bring my knee in the center, and then hip back. Rotate, you want to do the knee slice?
Yeah, can you do that?
Or double underhooks here. So now we go double underhooks. And from this right here, I'm gonna lift up Henner's leg a little bit, and then put it on my shoulder, and drop my shoulder underneath. Holding this thigh, my other hand grabs onto his shoulder, and I put my weight on top of him, on my tiptoes. And then I hop around, and we land here. So that's the double underhook guard pass. He was holding my neck.
Let's start with this game right here. Let's start with this game. So one person lay down, one person on top, feet crossed. You guys can go ahead and get in the position, okay? One person cross the legs. Keep an eye on us while you're doing this. I'm going to be holding Hiron's head, trying to keep his head down. What he would like to do is slip his head out. And look what he does to make that possible. He starts pushing off my elbow and ducking under. The second he sits up, he's going to wedge his hands on my stomach and on my chest. And I want to try to grab his head again and pull him back down. But it's very important that they keep their arms straight, their body locked out, and their knees postured strong so I can't bring him back down very easily. It's very strong. Here, look. Check their posture, grabbing and pulling. Nice wedges. There's no way.
From here, keeping my hands on the body, I bring one knee in the center. So let go real quick. So my knees were like this. I bring my knee right in the center. And then my back, like I mentioned, does this. It arches back. And that breaks the legs open. Now sometimes if the bottom person has much longer legs, we need to loosen up a little bit. And we need to consider that the bottom person will most likely be another 7-year-old or 10-year-old. So open your legs. I look at my body, I arch back. And once the legs open, they probably won't fall flat on the ground. They're gonna go up a little bit into the air. And now I go double arms under the thighs. I hug the thighs. Once again, lift it, and now bring your shoulder underneath. From here, I'm gonna reach across and grab the jacket or grab the shoulder. Once I hold this, I hold the thigh. And now I put my weight on top of my partner. If the bottom person is a child, support my body weight. Look how he holds my shoulder. He holds my hip over here to protect his back. So I'm like this. And then with my legs out wide, my feet hop around, and then I lay down. And I land here in the side control. Maybe I'll switch to this side control. 1, 2. Remember, neck and underarm. And now he can check my base. Leg, hands, holding. So from double underhook guard pass to side control. He wants my neck. Sometimes I might have posture, and he might be so strong that he's able to bring me down. Okay, that's happened many times between Henry and I where I couldn't keep my posture. And when I go back down, look where my arms end up.
Inside instead of outside. Okay, so keep your hands inside, you guys. Just right near their arms and their shoulder area right here. It's safer for you that your hands are on the inside. I'm still holding his head. Watch how he pushes off one elbow. And I can't hold his head anymore because he slides under and he pops out.
I kind of brace it and then I duck underneath. So here I am. Now my hands are on the body. Look at that. Grab my collar. I kind of block the arms. Do my hands have to stay in one place? Not really. But do know that when they're here is when you have the wedge that makes pulling you down difficult. But sometimes as he's reaching, I kind of I push his hands to the side. I sit up a little bit here. And now after a few seconds, he stops trying.
Make sure you guys are doing this. So let's make sure everyone get in the guard. Bottom person, cross your legs. Try to bring them down. And try, if they're doing a good job, you can try a little harder, a little harder. Keep trying to pull them down. Top person, stay up no matter what. Both arms wedging the body. Keep your posture really strong. Eventually, after they try for 5, 10, 15 seconds, and he does a good job and I can't bring him down, now he knows ready to actually open my guard.
Hands on the body. Okay, shift my weight to one side so this knee can move to the middle and then arch back. Double underhooks, hold the thighs. This leg's a little heavy, so I lift it a little bit, and now watch, I drop my shoulder underneath. Immediately reach over and grab, and get up on my toes. Hop, 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 lay down.
So now my legs go down there, and he don't got past my legs, and now he's here in side mount, underhook, cross face, head low. Look at the legs, you guys. Remember this. Foot out, legs straight. Look at that. Nice wide base. Everything is solid, and if I try to roll him that way, he's solid. If I roll him this way, his hand is there, but he's chest to chest. Look, all his weight on my chest, holding me down.
Okay, now sometimes when we are here, we have the hands on the body, we bring the knee in the center, and we break the guard. Sometimes instead of going double underhooks, we can pin the leg down. And with my hand here and my hand here, I put my leg up. And now watch my second knee right here as it slides over the thigh. And then I drop into my same side control. So this is a knee split pass. So my hands are on the body, knee in the center, and back up. The legs open. One hand stays in the body, one hand pushes the leg down. Okay? The knee that was in the center, that hand goes in the body. I push the other leg down slowly. Once the knee's on the ground, I put my leg up for base. And now the knee that was in the middle is gonna slide across the thigh, right in the middle of the leg right here. I don't wanna drop my knee on top of the thigh. See that? It made him jump a little bit. It tickles. Painful. Tickles / hurts. So instead, I do drive it across, but I don't drop the weight down. I slide it through. Hands, foot, look at my knee. Slide across. The weight now went onto the knee on the ground. And then from here, arm goes under the arm as my feet, both my feet, look, move. And then I lay here.
Bottom person's trying to grab, try to pull him down. He should not try to pass my guard as long as I'm trying to pull him down. He should stay here, neutralize my controls, neutralize my neck hugs, keep his posture strong. Only once he feels like safe and that I'm not going to be pulling him down is when he's going to start opening the guard.
Hands on the body, knee in the middle, hips back, guard opened. Okay, pin the leg down, hand on the knee. So Henrik turned a little bit on his side. Put my leg out for base. Keep the weight on my hands, and now my knees slide across. Slide over the top. Immediately drop down and control. So I want to do it from standing also, right?
Yeah, we can do that one standing, and we can go around the kind of standard.
You do it one time, and then we'll do standing. So Henrik's going to try it one time. Everybody's here, starting low. I'm not even able to hug his neck because he's blocking my arms early. This is very annoying. So go ahead, he finds his posture.
When I block the arms, you guys, a little detail, I'm blocking with this, not with my hand. I'm blocking with my forearms, right in his biceps. It's stronger, and it utilizes my elbow leverage more effectively. So I just stay low, and my knees are wide, and I'm just stabilizing right here.
And then he sits up. When he sits up, hands on my body, and I pull lightly. I don't want to pull too hard because I'm the older brother. So I want to pull light and help him, okay? Feel strong just to test it out. And then he starts to bring his knee in the middle.
Knee in, stretch. If you get to this stretch, you guys, and it's still not breaking their legs, you can use this elbow and drive it in his leg right here.
Go back. So his elbow does a little massage.
I use this sharp elbow on the side of my back knee. The other knee's in the center already. I take my elbow and I put it right inside his thigh muscle, and I just tickle it straight down.
And then once it hits the ground, you stop tickling it.
And you keep holding it there though, and the other hand is still wedged on his hip. Post the leg up and then shoot that knee right across. Look, boom, slide it through, underhook, come around, control, and tight base right here. Okay? Excellent. And now it's possible that the person is down, or better yet, I break your guard, and he pushes me away with his feet. Watch. Like we're here, I break the guard, I did this, and now instead of me being able, he kicks me away, so now I'm standing up.
Crazy legs.
One person's laying down. Kind of like crazy legs. Many of you have played this game before.
Do crazy legs first.
We can do crazy legs first. So with crazy legs, the general idea is to try to control both legs and get them both to one side so you can come around the other side and drop your weight. Right? So for here, he's trying to push me away. I'm going to control, grab it. You can do it without using the pants. You can do it.
Throw the legs.
Yeah, you can kind of throw the legs to the side and just do it this way. Push his ankle, push his knee, and then bring your body around and go. That works. Or you can actually grab the legs. Look, grab a hold of them. Try this one. Try this one with your partner. Grab the pants right here. Push me away with your feet. Look, just use your hands to keep his legs pinned down, run around, and drop your weight on their body.
So you're still holding my legs.
I'm still holding both legs here.
And then he lets go.
Boom.
And goes into side control.
Very effective. Although sometimes, okay, you guys can try that a few times. Sometimes it's hard to get around. It's not going to let me. Don't let me. So what we can do instead, look, is you step right in the center. Boom. Between his legs. Put your hand on the hip, push the knee to the ground, and then do the same pass. So instead of going around the legs, if you feel like it's too difficult to go around, they're following you everywhere. We're making life difficult. Look what I do. I'll step right in the middle, and then hand on the hip, hand on the knee, and then bring my knee right through. Boom. Underhook, crossface. So if you can't go around, you can go through. You don't turn. So here, feet are blocking, they're a little bit kind of crazy. He tries to throw them out of the way one time. So maybe they're just very elusive. Boom, he steps in, look at that. He stepped one leg right in the center. Boom, and now hand on the hip, push the knee down. And then look, the knee comes right through. on the same side as the knee push.
Notice how as I put my hand on the stomach and I push the leg down, right as my knee, before my knee comes through, I do a little, I step my other foot forward for base, and then my knee kind of comes through. It feels a little more natural. Here, done. So I do this with my kids a lot. They like
This move?
yeah.
Cool.
They do a lot. They do this one a little bit more from kneeling. Here, breaking the guard, pin the leg. It's the same movement. One is from kneeling and one is from standing. Weight on these 2 points. Watch my legs. Watch both legs together. See that? Even this foot kind of jumps forward because so much weight is on my hands that both my legs become so light.
Now to do it like that where both feet move at the same time, for some people that's a little hard to do that one, go back. So what I've seen some kids do successfully, very easily, is knees back down. After you break the guard right here, don't put your back leg up. Just go boom, push my knee down, and slide this knee over right here. Look, the knee just goes through and you just melt your body right here. And just kind of go through. So if you have trouble or you forget, kids, to put the back leg up, you can still do the move by just sliding that front knee over my inside thigh from there. One more time. Let's all practice, you guys. So we're in the guard, head started, down low. Slip your head out. Everyone grab your partner's head. Look, hold it for a little bit. He slips out. I'm trying to bring him back down. He has great posture. Grabbing a little tug, pull. Feels solid. He starts to get ready. He braces the hip. It breaks. When he does, just push the knee. Watch. Just literally keep one and one. Watch the inside knee. This knee. Slide, and then just start to drop your weight as you come right over and hug the neck right there. Perfect.
So one more time, standing up. Everybody's standing, the legs are back. We can, of course, when I grab the pants, he reaches for me, he extends his legs. Oh. Crazy legs, or throw them out of the way and jump on top. And sometimes when I grab them, if I go like this and I throw to one side, he thinks I'm gonna go that way, then I throw it this way. And then I can jump on top also.
You gotta be tricky, you guys. You gotta trick them.
One more time, change the angle right here, head this way. So when you're in the guard, I grab and I go like this. 1, 2. I'm gonna go to this side. So I take 1, 2.
Beautiful.
And I jump around. But now, I grab and I feel like, you know what, it's too tough to get past these legs. So leg in the middle. In the middle, a little bit to the side. Pin the leg down. Hand on the body. Hand on the body. Knee drops inside. Here and here.
Beautiful.
So, when you're inside the guard, Henner said it.
You want to show a little solo drill for that knee drive through, maybe? That's cool, like how you did the 2-leg jump. You can do it by yourself. Hand on the hip,
A
hand on the knee.
solo drill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch this, you guys. So imagine you can even do the whole thing solo. So put your in the guard, blocking the thing, show them how you slip the head out. Right?
Well, let's just do this little micro.
Okay.
So both hands in the ground. And I'm pinning the leg down, hand on the body. My both legs hop together. So one knee is gonna move forward. We're gonna have both hands down.
Everyone's doing this, you guys. Everyone doing this by yourself.
Try that. So start on your knees, put one leg up, and put both hands on the ground. One knee's down, one leg up, both hands down. So the knee on the ground is gonna come through, right in between your arms. The other leg is gonna move forward. Here's the angle. The hands are down, weight shifts forward on my hands. And then both legs together, look, jump. You can jump right back too. Jump forward, shift the weight forward, jump. And then jump back. And the knees down, hands down, leg up, both legs together, shift forward, and jump. So that's the a micro slice of the knee slice guard pass.
Which is right
from
back here.
kneeling.
So now, same thing from here, go ahead.
Posture. Guard is broken. Pin the leg down. Look, leg is up.
Watch the weight goes here.
And then look, both legs, boom, together. And then I drop. It's a side. But what I was saying is that when you're in somebody's guard, it's okay to be on top, like he mentioned, and have good posture and keep your arms extended and wait for 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. And sometimes, even though your posture is amazing, they might pull you down, and that's okay also. You go down, you keep your hands on the inside, and then you wait. And when you feel, if you feel the person on the bottom holding you so tight that slipping their arm off your head doesn't feel possible, what do? You wait a few more seconds, because if it doesn't feel possible, it's probably because they're squeezing with all of their energy, all of their strength. They're using so much energy that it's better to wait and let them keep wasting energy. And then after 10 more seconds passes, 15 seconds, what starts to happen to the person who's squeezing so tight? What does their body end up doing? They're holding so tight, but so tight, eventually their body does this. It relaxes a little bit. And when it relaxes, you're gonna feel it. And then when you feel it, that's when you slip your head out. Right? Because people, they don't want you to pass their guard. So they're gonna hold really tight. So it's up to us to know that they can't hold tight forever.
Be patient. I have a nice solo drill for you guys as well. He knows down, crazy legs. One, you guys, when you play crazy legs at your CTC, controlling the legs is one of the key details. A lot of times the kids will throw the legs out of the way, but they'll come right back like, yeah, it's very hard. Don't let me pass. Look, it's just so hard, right? Like, it's so hard because the legs are so effective and they're so wild. So look what we can do. I want to practice the one where you grab both hands inside the legs right here, and instead of just pushing them to the ground, I back up. Boom, and put the weight on them. Now bring your legs back. It's much harder. Boom. So
It's not a solo drill.
What's that?
It's not a solo drill.
I'm gonna do a solo in a second.
Oh yeah?
But I wanted to show you guys the context here. Look. So I grab, I pull, and I pin his feet to the ground. So all my weight is on these now. Look. You see all my weight's in the grips here, and I'm driving my weight, and I walk around my toes now as I walk around, and then I drive my shoulder on his stomach, and I land here. And then separately, when I feel good, I'll go to my knees, hug his neck, and come on up. So if you're by yourself, or if you guys can right now, get away from your partners. Everyone does this by themselves. Grab, back up, pull, and put your hands in. Imagine you can even use your fists. Imagine you're pinning their legs down hard. And now shoot your legs back and do this. And then lay down. Okay? And then get back up. Come again. Everyone grab, look, back up, pull. Shoot your legs back, circle, circle, circle. Look, and then lay down. And then get back up. When you get back up, look at the base. Always in base. Other side, grab, back up, pull, coming around. Boom, circle, on your toes. Look how far my legs are. And then shoulder, boom. Want to lay your shoulder. And then go back to your knees, side mount, get up in base. Boom. Grab, back up, circle, drop. Get back up, grab, back up, circle. Okay, who can do that? Boom, circle, drop your shoulder, boom. Okay, so now when you go with a partner, you're gonna be much better because you're gonna control the legs.
So it's almost like we're doing a reverse push-up.
Yes.
So there could be a little bit of value in doing even a couple push-ups.
Love it.
Right? Imagine if when you practice, maybe you might practice again in a few more days with your family, that you do like 2 or 3
No,
push-ups.
we're gonna do them after this before we wrap today.
Do some push-ups today?
We're gonna do some. How many push-ups can you guys do?
I haven't done a push-up in
4,
like 7 weeks.
5. I want to see how many push-ups you can do. We'll do them all together, then they'll enter the push-up number, and then we're gonna see who wins today's prize. Let's go. Here we go.
So hands grab.
I want to see who can do push-ups. We're gonna do them later, but right now do this.
Move back. Pin.
Look, and then he comes around, drives all his weight on me, and then he comes out, hug, and pass right there. Okay, crazy legs, you guys. Very fun game, and you guys can play this with or without us. Where basically the idea is you have someone laying down, right? He don't has to get to the final destination, which is side mount or mount, but pretty much side mount. Bottom person, the rules are you can use your feet to block and hook. Come around. I hook him. See the hook? Look at the hook. See that little hook? I catch him, or I block him, or I block him, or I hook him. So I'm always blocking and hooking biceps, hips, hands, and then I use my hands too as he comes around. I'm allowed to try to stop him here, but he breaks past him and he gets in there and he lands. So you can use your feet and you can use your hands, okay? If you really want to make it hard for yourself, bottom person, just use your feet and don't use your hands. Try to block all of this with only your feet blocking and you're good to go. When they come around, you can post if you need extra backup right there. Cool?
Cool.
So make sure you guys play some crazy legs as well. You guys can do that later today or tomorrow or any day. Just have one person lay down, other person stand up. Whoever passes the crazy legs gets to have dinner first, all right? So now let's do some push-ups. Come on. Everyone, get ready for some push-ups. I'm going to take this off right here. My belt's falling off. Plus, it'll allow me to do more.
Cheating.
Everyone, get ready. You can tell your parents, too. They're allowed to join us. This is for real, you guys. You think we're joking? Look at our faces. We're not joking. We're serious. Get ready. We're going to do push-ups. And then we're going to see. Once we do our push-ups right now, we're going to have your parent enter the number of push-ups that you do, as well as your name. And when you enter your name, your number of push-ups, and the CTC that you train at, you're entered to win today's prize, which is going to be a new gi. Any gi you want in the Gracie store. We have some kids' gis there. You can go get one for yourself so that when you outgrow your current one, you'll have a nice new one that you can wear to class, okay?
Now, the person that does the most push-ups.
No, it's not the most push-ups.
It's not competition.
No, it's not competition.
No, we're just for you, just for fun. Try to do 3.
No, everyone's going to do push-ups.
I'm going to do about 5.
I'm going to do about 6.
I feel good doing 5. It feels
We're going to do push-ups, and the number doesn't matter. Whatever you get it to, you're still entered to win. But I want to see what your numbers are, because I'm curious what your numbers are, as well as some foods from earlier. I want to see what foods we got, too. Push-ups and foods, you guys. You ready? Let's do it together. Let's go. Everyone get ready. Straighten your arms, straighten your legs. Huh? Little angles. Yeah, little angles good. Okay, let's do it, guys. Go. Down. 1. Down. 2. Come with us, guys. 3. 4. 5. 6. Come on, you guys. Keep going. 7.
Hey, that's more than 6.
8.
More than
feeling
7.
it. I ate spinach this morning. 9. Who can do 10? 10. Who can do? Oh, come on. That's too heavy now. 11. Come on. 12. 13. 14. 15. 5 more. Come on, you guys. 17. 18. 19. 20.
Man.
Put in your numbers, quick, parents. Let us know what they did. I want numbers.
Some are still doing it.
If you keep going, keep going.
If you did more than 20,
keep going. But what we want is numbers, push-ups, CTC, and kid's name. Enter all 3 of those one time in the comments, and we're going to choose a winner. But before we choose our winner, keep entering. If you're still doing push-ups, just listen while you do them. You guys are amazing. You guys can do push-ups. We can't wait to see these numbers. So, what we want to talk about today is the importance of school policy and the importance of understanding, right, for many of you guys who aren't in school right now, you'll be back in school one day, there is a policy that says anyone who gets into a fight, 0 tolerance.
what does that mean, 0 tolerance?
Expelled, suspended, you're in trouble. I don't know if it's the same every school, but I know this. It means that it doesn't matter if you attack me first. If I fight you, we're both in trouble. Both get suspended for 1 week, no school. Kicked out of school for a week. So this is a problem because these type of policies where they say, oh, if anybody gets into a fight, everyone gets in trouble. Those kind of are unreasonable because they teach children that they can't defend themselves. Do you understand? The bully can make fun of me. The bully can push you. Can even shove me. And
Every day.
And no one saw. No one sees. And if I defend myself one day and tackle him and hold him down until the teachers come, we both get in trouble equally because I defended myself, and that's against school policy. 0 tolerance means no fighting no matter what.
And I guess if the teacher does see,
yes,
and you do nothing, if I just keep pushing
yes,
and you do nothing,
right,
then you don't get in trouble at all.
Right.
Then maybe it's okay. The thing is, I imagine that schools think that teachers will always be watching.
Yeah, that's one aspect.
But that's one thing, but they're not always watching.
Right.
And sometimes there's no teachers at all, and the fight happens, but other kids will say, hey, we saw those 2 kids fighting. So they take the word of the witnesses of the children that are around, and they just say, hey, did you 2 fight? And you say yes. And the question is, should you fight if somebody is pushing you because they're not really punching you. If
Right.
they're just pushing you over and over, they keep pushing you. Should you tell them to stop, tell someone, talk to a teacher, potentially tackle them, or is that too much? Or should you allow them to push you?
There's gonna be a fine line. But like we talked about in the 3 T steps, talk to the bully. First thing is, hey, don't touch me ever again. Oh, why not? If we do, we're gonna have a problem. Oh gosh, why you be so upset? What's wrong with you? Don't worry about it. Just don't touch me. Fine. They walk away. At that point, it might be a good idea to tell a teacher, to tell a grown-up, so that they know. Say, hey, so-and-so is bullying me. I'm trying. I told them to stop, but they keep going. So now it's on the radar. And then whether it's a push or whether it's someone threw a open applesauce at your head while you were sitting at the bench, or someone tripped you in the mud, it could come in many forms. The point is, when it becomes too much and you don't want to deal with that anymore, and you decide to stand up for yourself, whether you power push, like boom, you hit someone with a nice push, and you push someone else back in response.
That's fighting.
Or you tackle them and mount on top and put your body and lay on top of them, one way or the other. If you defend yourself, what we want to say is this. There's a school policy, and then there is a home, family, your policy.
Universal policy.
Universal, defend yourself no matter what school you are, no matter what city you live in. And it's important that you speak to your parents and you ask your parents, hey, if someone is bullying me, right, shoving, pushing, calling me names every day, and I tell the teachers, and that doesn't solve it, do you guys support me in standing up for myself and defending myself against the bully? Even if the school policy does not allow me to stand up for myself, because it's zero tolerance. If you do anything, you're going to get suspended. So what we're trying to say is this. You have to communicate about it in the household, because if not, miscommunication or lack of communication will keep you handcuffed by a school policy that is meant to help you. It's meant to help kids. But oftentimes bullies will take advantage of the school policy because they know they can do whatever they want. If no one sees, they don't get in trouble. And then one day when you fight back and take them down and control them, now you both get in trouble. And the bully knows that you won't fight back because you're scared of getting in trouble. So they're using the policy to actually take advantage of you. And that's all we're saying is don't let the school policy that's meant to protect you be used to abuse you. But you're only going to stand up for yourself if your parents are giving you permission to defend yourself, even if schools won't allow it. And at some point, you have to put your foot down and say, no, I'm not going to let some kid bully me just because I'm scared of getting in trouble with the school. Forget the school. Would you rather get in trouble for 3 or 4 days, or would you rather get bullied for every single day for the rest of your life? That's the decision. It's not about getting in trouble or not. It's about freedom.
The thing is, the words, you're in trouble, they're very strong. Right?
Yes.
And sometimes we get in trouble at home.
Well, here's the irony of today. The irony of today's manners. Yes. Well-behaved. Please and thank you. So listen to your elders. So if you have good manners, you also have good rule compliance capabilities. But what we're saying is you can be a perfectly mannered child, well-mannered, respectful kid, and also someone who stands up for him or herself no matter what. Just because you stand up for yourself against school policy doesn't mean you're a bad child or that you have no manners. And that's why oftentimes the best kids, the most well-behaved, the most respectful, the kindest hearts, the most well-behaved kids oftentimes are the ones who get bullied the most because they're most fearful of the policy.
Yes, and do you think like if one day a kid, let's say, leaves the dinner table yelling, right? And the parent says, you need to stop yelling or you're going to be in trouble.
Yes.
See, now, and that trouble means maybe that they can't play with their video games.
Or their friend or
for
whatever.
a week, or they can't go outside for a week, play with their friends. When that happens, the child associates trouble with not having these things that they enjoy.
Right.
So then the school says, if you get in a fight, you're going to get in trouble. There's zero tolerance. Now,
the kid strikes the same chord of fear of losing things that they like.
Which could be things at home.
Could be things at home, especially if their parents have not disclaimed it.
Yes.
Right? And said, no, if you get in trouble at school for defending yourself, you won't get in trouble at home with us.
You'll still be able to play video games.
You'll still be able to go see your friends.
You'll still be able to play outside.
You'll still be able to go play soccer and run around and do jiu-jitsu class and play video games, even if you defend it. In fact, if you ever have to stand up for yourself, against a bully who's actually attacking you regularly, we're going to throw a party. That's what the parents need to do.
We're going to buy you a new video game.
We're going to buy you a new video game. You get to go to class, you get to go to Torrance, and go to Gracie Bullyproof summer camp. Parents, what you're up against is the child's entire life of fear of not being good and therefore getting in trouble. And if the school policy strikes that fear, they're not going to defend themselves even if they should, because that fear is so strong. And simply talking to them and say, hey, you're allowed to defend yourself might not be enough. You got to go the other way. We need to go party for party, one for one.
And then for the kids, it's possible that the kids don't even want to be suspended, meaning taken away from school, even for 1 day or for 5 days, because of how other kids can look at you, right? The other kids give an energy of like, oh yeah, you were suspended, as if that's a bad thing. But those other kids don't understand that if you didn't defend yourself, you didn't stand up for yourself, that bully could potentially bully you for the next 2, 3, 4, 5, forever, for years and years, throughout all your years of school. So don't worry too much about how other kids might look at you for being suspended. Know that what you're doing is you're defending yourself, and you're defending, because a lot of kids like school. You're defending your school environment. You're making it less stressful by when somebody bullies you, you immediately stop that bully by defending yourself, by standing up for yourself.
Epic. All right, we have a winner.
111 push-ups. Oh, no, 11. One more than me.
All right, his name is Miles, and Miles is 4 years old. Miles did 11 push-ups.
He beat me.
My son's 4 years old, and I want to see if he can do 11 push-ups.
I did 5.
Oh, you did 10. I did 10. I did more. Miles, you're on your way, champ. And Miles trains at our certified training center in Elgin, Illinois, with Jeff and the rest of the crew out there. Amazing instructor, amazing team. So, Miles, congratulations. You're going to get a new jiu-jitsu gi. Have your mom or dad email Jeff with what size you need, and then we will send it out to the school, and they will give it to you, and you'll have it when you get back to class ready for action, or you can use it at your house to train at home with us or with your instructors who have some online lessons. Speaking of which, for all the viewers here, starting next like Monday, basically almost 1 week from now, 1 week from tomorrow, right? May 11th, we're going to start having regular, every week, all week long Zoom sessions, interactive two-way Zoom sessions. Now, we're going to be doing them primarily for our students in Torrance at headquarters, and all the CTCs are being employed or being instructed and deployed a system to be able to do the exact same thing for you guys. So that should kick into gear about 7-8 days from right now, two-way, so we can actually see the students and you guys can see us. Many CTCs are already doing this with incredible success, and now we're encouraging them, all of them, to do the same. It might be a couple more months before we can get back to regular classes, but this way we can actually see you when you're playing crazy legs. We can actually see you when you're passing the guard, and that's going to be very exciting. The only problem with this, we love it, and we hope you guys are enjoying it as much as we do, but we can't see your techniques and your push-ups and your conversations and your rules of engagement. So we're really looking forward to that. And like I said, that starts in about a week and a little more than a week. So here in Torrance and at certified training centers all over the world, hopefully where you guys are training, they're already doing that, or they'll begin very shortly, so you guys can look forward to that. All right. And in terms of some foods here, I got to throw some out here. I saw some in the beginning. What do we got? Boom, 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 boom. Thumbs up. Everyone, what's up? What's up? What's up?
Mushrooms.
Pineapple.
Polenta.
Sasha tried Mexican food. Love it. Broccoli. Sprouts. Love it.
Asian pear.
Hawaiian purple yam.
Tilapia.
Samantha tried seafood, including shrimp and scallops. Tilapia and zucchini. What do we got?
Andrew had jackfruit.
Love it.
Oh, I like that you had jackfruit. I had it a lot growing up.
Brian Sanford, beans. Great, you guys. Cabbage. Emma Vo said, I ate cabbage. Now, I don't know if that's the mom who's saying, I ate cabbage, and she's so proud, or if Emma has a daughter that I ate cabbage, or if Emma is the daughter who ate cabbage. In either case, Emma, regardless of your age, congratulations on eating cabbage. We're really proud of you. If you're an adult who just tried cabbage for the first time, we're proud of you too. Okay? I love it, you guys. Sushi, dragon fruit, kale, pineapple. Everyone, love it. All right, push-ups. We got it, you guys. Look at these push-ups. Alexander did 30 push-ups. 41 push-ups for Juliana and 5 for Julian. Wow, 41 push-ups. 14 push-ups for Emma. Awesome. Josiah, love it, you guys. Everyone's getting down. Love it, love it. Noah did 15 push-ups from Torrance. What's up, Noah? Jacob did 4 push-ups. Evie did 25 push-ups, trains with Shane Weinreis. Madison, 8 years old, 30 push-ups.
So when
Wow,
when
Gunnar did 30 push-ups.
remember when we were kids?
Yes.
Our dad made a little chart for us, and he said if you do 10 push-ups a day, 10 sit-ups,
Yes.
and I think 10 squats, and you mark a little piece of paper, you just
Push-ups,
marked that you
sit-ups,
did all of
squats.
those. By the end of the week, on Saturday or Sunday, he would give us, I think, $5 or $10
Wow.
every week. I think we did it for 1 week. We got the money, and then we never did it again.
We would have been so strong.
So we would have been so strong. I thought he was going to say we would have been so rich. But
No,
no,
bro. I always
we
forget
would have
the
been
money,
so
bro.
strong. That money would have been spent. We would have bought toys when we were kids.
No.
We would have built the habit of doing push-ups and sit-ups and squats, and we would have been, like you said, so strong. Twice as strong as we are now. So kids out there, who knows? A couple push-ups every day,
10
couple
push-ups,
sit-ups,
10 squats, and 10 sit-ups.
it goes a long way.
I love it.
And
Parents,
don't do it for the money.
You gotta create the chart. Where's the girl's chart? You gotta do one like
You
that.
gotta create a little chart.
Little chart with the grade
Basic.
every day. Boom, of the week. They get it. Save your money and build your strength. Thanks for joining us, you guys. We look forward to seeing you guys next weekend. Thank you, guys.
5 push-ups a day.